Oh, as you sit straight, as you sit attentive, as you sit comfortable but attentive on your backbone, and you look straight, you are maintaining this posture. Mind is compelling now, of course, because mind does not want us to rest within. Mind is compelling because mind does not want us to rest within. Mind would do everything in its power to stop the process of the sacred communion, which we understand as meditation. And meditation brings tons and tons of benefits, advantages for us. It brings clarity. We lose depression. We lose anxiety. We lose numerous disorders and diseases through meditation. Ultimately, the goal of us doing meditation is to achieve moksha or mukti or salvation, and not the Salvation Army. And salvation and ultimate liberation. You see, there's the ultimate goal of meditation. It is meditation, you see, it is meditation versus mind. Meditation versus mind. The best achievement in the meditation is to zero the thoughts, if you understand. The best achievement the best achievement, the prime, the best achievement during meditation is to zero the thoughts. You know, zero is around zero, and that's what we do. We zero the thoughts. That's the prime, or the biggest, or the bigger, rather bigger, I wouldn't say biggest, but rather bigger achievement during meditation. When you transcend your mind, no matter what it is saying, no matter what it is rearranging, it's trying to be very compelling, you see. During meditation, mind tries to be compelling. We have used the metaphor of rubber band numerous times, you see. The generic metaphor of rubber band, a brand new super thick rubber band that you pull through both of your fingers like this. The rubber band is in between the fingers, the tension is there. The tension is compelling because it wants to meet the both side of rubber band, you see. So the tension is compelling, just like that. The thought mind creates is compelling. The narration goes with the thought is this is just one last time. You have not paid any attention lately to me. Of course, when there is no thought, there is no mind. Mind disappears, but mind does not like to disappear, if you understand. Mind disappears, but mind does not like to disappear. Mind wants to get the job back. It was sacked. Have you heard the term sack? It's British. It means the mind is fired. And it used to be employed, you see. But we are diffusing the mind, unnecessary mind, which tries to keep us occupied all the time. We are diffusing the mind, the unnecessary mind. Mind is needed, don't get me wrong. We the yogis, we the yogis, we the sannyasis, we the yogis, we the sannyasis, the yogis, the meditator, whatever the title we want to attach with us, in the end is just energy. Essentially, in the end, it is just energy which is happening in its purest form. It's in the end, it is just energy which is more aware. That's it, you see. So mind would do anything and everything in its power. But you know when it is telling you anything necessary, and you know when it is telling you anything unnecessary. You know what is needed for you to survive and function, and you know what is not needed for you to survive and function. We are not here on this planet basically to suffer the drama of the mind. Life, even if lived 200 years or 300 years, is a very short happening, is just a blink of an eye. And I know it through my own experience. You see, when I retrieve to, when I retrieve to my fundamental state, whenever that happens, you see, right now, this is not my fundamental state. I have an accumulation or a shell which is channelizing consciousness, which is channelizing pure awareness to the three-dimensional reality. But when I retrieve to rather ethereal body or the suksham, I think that's the word we use in Sanskrit or Hindi, suksham sharir. So suksham sharir, when I am in my suksham sharir, basically I can see that life is a very small happening. I can see that, oh, all the time, all the years that I have spent over there on earth, it seems like a dream to me. And it is true. You are dreaming your life right now. It is nothing but a dream. You see, it just depends that how beautiful the dream is, how much you are serious to make your dream beautiful. It's not about the destination, it's always about the journey, if you understand. So make your journey So make your journey more make your journey more pleasant. You see, why don't you go ahead and do that? That you make your journey more pleasant. I'm giving you the techniques, I'm giving you the tools time to time during this state of meditation, giving you the tools and some basic techniques to perform meditation, because you're going to excuse me, you are going to perform practical. Practical is needed along with the words I deliver, the words of truth and wisdom. So you are going to perform practical, you see, so you can get more and more effective benefits of meditation. Some people wear the waistband is just like an elastic band, you know, elastic band. Some people wear the waistband, some people wear the belts, the leather belts. Either way, when you sit in the state of meditation, try to make sure the band around your waist, which we understand as waistband, or the belt, is not too tight around your waist, and try to tie the band under a little under than your belly button. If you understand what I'm saying, try to tie the band a little under your belly button and not too tight. The whole point is of this statement is to make sure that you are feeling comfortable as humanly possible during meditation. That's one of the main thing, you see. That's one of the main thing. Now the mind is going to say, what are you doing? You see, a thought, it would take the form of the thought. It always has, it always does. Now the mind would say that, what are you doing? You see, mind would say, what are you doing? You are not even doing anything right now. You know, mind would tell you, that's not good. You need to do something with your life. Oh, yeah. It's not necessary to do something all the time. It's not necessary to listen to the bogus mind when it is not friendly with you, when it makes you tired, when it wants to make you tired. It's not necessary to do something all the time. You can say no. You can say no. You would only say no when you have a little distance from your thoughts, you see. Then you learn to say no. you would only you would only say you would only say no when you have learned to control your thoughts, you see. Then you would say no. You would say, I don't think so that I should be doing something all the time, because mind has no physicality. If you understand, brain, you know the distinction, you know the difference between, you know the distinction, you know the difference between mind and brain, don't you? Do not confuse your mind with your brain. Brain is tangible. Brain can, it's an organ in the head, of course, and it can be felt, it can be seen, we can monitor its activity. We can do that. Mind has no physicality. If it has no physicality, is not depending on, it's not depending for its existence on the physical means. My body, of course, is my physicality. My body is my physicality. If I have this body, if I have this physicality, I basically am depending. If I have the physicality, I am depending on physical means to. Ooh, that was loud. Shh. Time for me to give some more clarity and wisdom to the truth seekers in a private meditation session. But let's carry on. We have a little bit of time. So if I have the physicality, which is this basically, then of course I'm gonna have to survive on physical means to carry on the existence of my body, if you understand what I'm saying to you. Mind does not have that. Your mind exists on numerous levels. It has no physicality. Just like your thought has no physicality, but it can be sensed, it can be perceived, it can direct you. It The thought, of course, can be sensed, the thought, of course, can be perceived, and it can direct you to a dimension. It can give you a course, it can give you a course of action. You see, you perceive the thought, that's why you know your thought is very real. So mind does not get tired because it has no physicality. The only way, so it just keep going and going. Something which has no physicality cannot get tired. It does not need food like our body. It does not need water like our body. It feeds on our awareness. All it needs is our awareness. All it needs essentially what we are, the sense of self-awareness or pure consciousness. You see, that's all it needs. So when we tell it, when we tell the mind that I am not volunteering myself, when we tell the mind that I am not volunteering myself, I am not gonna volunteer my focus to bring on you so you can survive. You see, that's not happening. I'm not gonna do it. Excuse me. In this moment in time, when you sit in meditation, you see, when you sit in meditation in this moment in time, you tell yourself, I am no one. You tell yourself, this time is not whatever your name is. This time is not whatever your gender is. This time is not whatever your age is. This time is not whatever, however you relate. This time is not however you, this time is not however you relate to human, how, if you understand, like the relationships only in this lifetime, only in this carnation. This time, basically, you tell yourself, this time is, I am no one. This time I'm nobody. I'm not a male, nor I am a female. I'm not a wife, nor I'm a husband. I'm not a sister, nor I am a brother, and so on and so forth. Then you say, I have no color. I am not black. I am not white. I am not brown. I am not Caucaside, I'm not Negroside, I'm not Mongoloside. You see, you tell yourself that. This time I am not Indian, this time I'm not American, this time I'm not Canadian or British or whoever. All these things are identification. When you get identified with something, you attach, you basically form a bond, you see, and the more bonds you are forming and you are getting identified, the more in chaos your mind would be, because that becomes a personification, what we understand as personality. That's why yesterday or the day before, like a couple of days back, I stated I have no personality. People were baffled. A couple of people, or maybe one person, they wrote me and said, well, all we can see is the personality. And I told this person, I said, I'm baffled. Excuse me, I'm flattered, and I am flattered by your comment. Thank you so much for admiring me. But personality is something that when you get identified, you can still be proud of your heritage in this lifetime. You can do good things about that. If your heritage has given you wisdom and truth, such as my heritage is from India, and but I do not get myself identified with it, because I know it's maybe only this lifetime. Before that, I was maybe a Bangladeshi, or before that, I was maybe somebody from Sri Lanka, or maybe from Europe, or maybe from Far East, like China and all that. So I have been, I means the I in me is the same I in you, if you understand what I'm saying to you. The I in me is the same I which is in you. That is a denominator which does not vary. You see the variable. So that's why I do not get identified with anything. Hence, I have no personality. Maybe what you are confusing it with is the presence, you see. As Sadhguru, one of my mentor, only one of them, said that the less your personality becomes, the more your presence become. If you understand, beautiful statement and beautiful wisdom. And on the top of everything, you keep yourself light. You, my loved one, my follower, my seers, my viewers, um, when you are breathing in, you are saying, I am going in the body, not verbalizing, but consciously you become aware that the life is going in the body. When you are breathing in, you see. When you are breathing out, you are letting go. You just become consciously aware of this natural process. You see, it would help you a lot. It would bring tremendous amount of clarity in your perception. Life would become easy for you. um and then when you are breathing in, you are saying that I am breathing the life in. When you are breathing out, you are saying means you are not verbalizing. Saying means you are not using your lips or your vocals or your mouth, but you are consciously aware, very profoundly you are aware of this activity.